I'm going to hand it over to you. And what do you have to say about SpectraMaxx tonight? SpectraMaxx is just a fantastic product, isn't it?
Yes, it's fantastic. It's one of my favorites, and I know I've heard Tom Jr. talk about this product a lot, and it is definitely one of his favorites. And people have said, if you could only take one product, which one would it be? And I've heard him say, you know, SpectraMaxx is really important. And tonight I'm going to cover why that is so important, because you might be wondering, well, why would he actually say that? You know, why would he say that if you could only take one, it would be SpectraMaxx? So let's find out why. And I'm just bringing up the slides here. So if you've just joined us, welcome. And I'm just going to bring up the slides. So just a quick disclaimer. So none of the information that I'm sharing today is designed to treat, prevent, or cure any disease or illness. And if you are unwell or have a condition, please consult your healthcare professional. And if you're considering taking supplements and you're taking any medications, consult your healthcare professional as well. So we just need to put that disclaimer in and cover that off. So that's good. So today we're talking about SpectraMaxx, and it's a liquid nutritional. It comes in a bottle, and the great thing about this product is, well, one of the great things, there's many great things, is that, you know, you don't have to swallow a tablet. You know, a lot of people love taking the liquids because they're easy, convenient. You can add it to any drink and it just tastes fantastic. And we're going to find out why. But before we do, let's just talk about nutrient deficiencies, because SpectraMaxx is really designed to fill those gaps in the diet, in the modern diet. So fill the gaps where you're not getting the vitamins and minerals that you need for optimum health. But it's actually easy to have these gaps in your diet, and it's a lot more than eating a healthy diet. You know, you could say, well, I eat a really good diet and, you know, I don't need any supplements. But there's a number of reasons why people become deficient. So I've listed them here, and we can go through them. So, you know, if you don't have good bacteria in your gut, if the bacteria in your gut is actually out or out of balance, that can affect your absorption of vitamins and minerals, because certain gut bacteria is required to break down and produce and help produce and absorb certain vitamins and minerals. And so I won't go into detail on that. We've got mucoid plaque in our gut. So the gut lining can get clogged up with mucoid plaque. And we've got a fantastic product called Super Detox that helps to remove that mucoid plaque. And when that lines the small intestine there, you actually do not absorb your vitamins and minerals as well as you could. So if you're backed up, if you're constipated, if you've got this mucoid plaque, you're more likely to have deficiencies because your body has an inability, or reduced ability, should I say, to absorb those vitamins and minerals. We've got cell integrity of the gut. So you might have heard the saying leaky gut, and a lot of people have leaky gut for a number of reasons, and that's where the cell junctions in the lining of the intestinal tract become weak, and they have a gap, and it allows food particles to float, or foreign particles to float into the bloodstream, and it can cause reactions and all sorts of problems. Another big one is chewing your food properly. How many people wolf down their food and don't actually chew properly? This is really important, because when you're chewing, you are breaking down the food and producing saliva, and that saliva helps to break down the food further, producing enzymes, and that enables your body to get better absorption of vitamins and minerals. So we definitely want to chew our food properly. So if you're someone listening to this call and you go, yeah, actually, I do really eat quickly and I'm not chewing my food properly, and it's even a great reminder for me, let's slow down. Let's slow down and chew our food properly and take that time. Healthy stomach acid levels is another important one. So a lot of people take Nexium, and if you go and look at the instructional sheet on those products, you will find there that you can have a reduced ability to absorb B12. If you drop the levels of stomach acid, then you may not be absorbing stuff as well as you could. So you need to watch out for that too. And you may just have naturally low levels of stomach acid. This is a big one here. I'll come back to this one, but we've got medication is another thing. So some medications reduce nutrient absorption. Stress, obviously, just not eating a great diet and being busy, skipping meals, and other reasons there. But one that I really also wanted to focus on is the genetic mistakes, a single nucleotide polymorphisms, and they're also referred to as a SNP. You can get a test done by Smart DNA here in Australia, and they look at 160 SNPs. I like to refer them as genetic mistakes, because if they weren't on the red or yellow and they were green, then you don't have a problem with that particular polymorphism. And so what does that mean? It's all fancy language, but basically what it means is that, you know, when you're born, you've got a set, you know, you've got your DNA sequence, and you've inherited some of that from your mum and your dad, and genetic defects can get passed down through the family. And there's certain SNPs that have been determined that show if you can absorb vitamin C properly or not, if you can absorb vitamin B12, if you can absorb B9, B6, iron, vitamin E, and all these other vitamins and minerals can actually, a lot of them, not every or all of them, but quite a number, looked at in this particular test, and they'll tell you if you can absorb them. So for me, I found out my ability to absorb vitamin B12 is only at 40% capacity. So I can't get vitamin B12 very easily into my body, and that's something I need to address. And there was quite a number of others there for me. So I really now go in and hone in on those. So I just wanted to mention that you might be interested in looking at that further if you really want to look at optimum health and tailoring a nutritional program to your individual needs. This is something you might want to consider. So I don't want to go on too much about that, but I could talk about that all day. So let's go to the next slide there. So how many of us have heard that we don't need supplements because we have a good diet? Often folk don't like to be confused by facts that disagree with their respective mindset. This was sent to me by Chris Morgan. So if you're listening to the recording, Chris, thank you. And if you're watching us live, welcome. So Dr. Mark Hyman, I absolutely love this guy. He is from the Cleveland Ultra Wellness Clinic. He does a lot of studies, and his colleagues and himself did a study looking at overcoming chronic illness, and published a paper, I think it was his paper, yeah, on PubMed, but he's also produced a book called The Ultra Solution, Fix Your Broken Brain by Healing. So if we go and have a look at this study here, you can go check it out for yourself. It's talking about vitamins and minerals for energy, fatigue, and cognition, a narrative review of the biochemical and clinical evidence of nutritional, of vitamins and minerals needed and supplements. So again, this information is not about our product specifically at all. I'm not making claims. It's just for your information. You can go and read it for yourself. But this particular study looks at vitamin C, iron, magnesium, zinc, and the B vitamins, and addresses how important they are and what happens regarding if you've got deficiencies in any of these. So how do you know if you've got a deficiency? The first place to go is go and see your doctor and ask your doctor to test you for these things. So I've been to my doctor. I've asked him to test for a large number of vitamins and minerals, and said, can you please test all these? Gave him a whole list. I picked, I think, the top 10, and he was reluctant. I had to really be quite persuasive to get him to do it, and he did it. Now, if your doctor won't do it, you can actually order vitamin mineral tests online, and you can pay for them yourself, and they will send you the results as a self-referred patient, so you can get that done. So it's important to know, and probably one of the most common that people get tested is the vitamin D. Vitamin D is really important to know, well, it's one of the most important to know. So if you're on this call, if you're listening to the recording, you've never had your vitamin D levels checked, next time you're at your doctor's, ask your doctor to check your vitamin D levels. And just because you go out in the sun does not mean you have enough vitamin D. I had a friend that was out in the sun all the time, and on a number of times during the week outside in full light, and he was actually deficient in vitamin D. And so therefore, you know, the doctor made the comment to me, and he said, what's surprising is people think that if they come into my clinic and they've got a deficiency, say in vitamin D, and they think that somehow it will self-correct, that they don't need to do anything about it. They can try and just go out and get more sunlight. But he said that, you know, if they've always been deficient in D, they're going to need to supplement. That was what my doctor said with vitamin D. So, you know, really fascinating topic. If you're listening to the call, listening to the recording, do explore this more. If you want better health, if you want better health outcomes, try and understand this topic a bit better so that you really can achieve that. So that leads me on to our fantastic supplement, SpectraMaxx. So SpectraMaxx is a wonderful product. And as we've covered, there's many reasons why we become deficient, including, not enough minerals in our soils these days, over farming. We've depleted our soils. If you go and look up iodine deficiency in Australia, I think it was running at around 70%, something like this, extremely high. They said that the soils, particularly on the east coast of Australia, more than the other coast, is deficient in iodine. And a lot of people are deficient. Out of 7 people I told to get tested by iodine, 5 of the 7 were chronically deficient. So again, we need to be looking at this. We do need tailored programs so we can know what's going on with our own body. But this product is particularly fantastic. It covers off quite a number of nutrients, and it can help to fill those gaps. And so it's something worth looking into. So, we've also got a lot of toxicity in our environment, and if you're quite toxic, that can affect absorption as well. And we've touched on the agricultural farming practices that results in deficient soils. So here's a little study done over the years, and this was published by the USDA, a United States Department of Agriculture, evaluation of declining nutritional content of broccoli over the past 50 years. And so this study was actually published, and it shows that from 1975 to 2010, that when they looked at some broccoli, the amounts were down in it. Calcium was down by 54%, vitamin A, 75%, vitamin C, 21%, thiamine, 35, riboflavin. So they're both B vitamins, 47, and niacin, B5, is down by 28%. So our food supply is diminishing with nutritional content of vitamins and minerals. And in fact, the reason why they fortified foods today, if you go and buy some white bread, which hopefully you can pick a better bread than that, but if you do, and actually many of the other breads as well, you'll see and turn over the back, they're fortified with a multivitamin, or lots of additional stuff has been added in there because they absolutely need to, because they've stripped all the vitamins and minerals out of the bread, and they need to put it back. And if they don't put it back, then we'd have serious problems in our society. So they try and put some of them back. So you'll see many food products, particularly if they're in a tin or a box, and you turn them over and you have a look, you'll see that they've got a lot of, may have fortification in there because they're trying to put some of them back into your body. So obviously the best food sources, our fruits and vegetables, unprocessed foods, lean meats, things like this, are very good for us. Beans, nuts, legumes, so sources that are nutrient dense is a good option. So I've put up here the contents of the SpectraMaxx, so we can see it's got some vitamin D in there. We've got 50% of our vitamin D of the RDA in this product. We've got thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin, so your B vitamins there, B6 as well, folate too, which is B9. We've got B12 in there too, so we've got a number of B vitamins going on here, biotins, B7, pantothenic acid, another B vitamin, and we've got zinc. So this product is loaded full, and you can see also, and it's a bit tricky to read because it's a little bit blurry, but look at all the antioxidants in here. We've got plum, grape, black grape, blueberry, pomegranate, raspberry, grape juice extract. We've got, the list goes on, raspberry, we've got grape seed extract, wild blueberry, wild berry, wild raspberry seed concentrate. I won't go through them all, but there is a ton of stuff in there. I think we've also got broccoli sprout concentrate in there, onion extract, tomato, broccoli, carrot extract. I mean, this product is absolutely loaded full of great things. And now I'm looking at it even closely, and I love reviewing these. I love doing these presentations because it's a reminder to me about how important our products are. So a reminder to me about all the great things we've got in our products. And look at that, it is just power packed in this product. Turmeric, it's got carrot, mangosteen, mango, strawberry. It goes on and on and on. And there's just so much stuff in this product. So it's a supercharged antioxidant trace mineral formula. It's concentrated and it's bioavailable to our cells. We've got some fulvic acid in there as well, which is a fantastic ingredient for the gut and helps with nutrient absorption. And so this product is, really beneficial to support your body and nutritionally. And if we are nutritionally depleted, the body can set up for inflammation, degenerative, metabolic, and catastrophic complications, especially on overall health. So we really want to be getting our vitamins and minerals in our diet. So we've got 40 powerful antioxidants in there, which I've just read out a few. We've got 74 trace essential minerals, and that can help combat over 2,200 families of free radicals that we get bombarded. And of course, we've got the fulvic acid in there as well. Here's a great testimonial. We're nearly finished here. We're just on the half hour. I've got about 1 minute to go. So thanks for continuing on with us. So I wanted to share this with you. This was from Tom, and he said, Sunday night, I felt pretty bad, was coughing and feeling out of breath, feel exhausted on waking up this morning, only got out of bed at 12:30. A knock on the door, I woke up, it was my SpectraMaxx delivery. I had some cereal and 10 mils of SpectraMaxx as a starting dose. After 15 to 20 minutes, I started to feel better, and then by mid-morning, my energy levels increased dramatically. I was able to go for a swim in the afternoon. Even my sense of being and mood improved. Coincidence? I don't think so. I definitely feel SpectraMaxx assisted me in my recovery, and I'm looking forward to seeing how I feel after a week or two, a few weeks, and in a month on a daily basis. Regards, Tom. So fantastic testimonial there. And again, we've covered off this information, but 74 trace minerals in this product, a ton of antioxidants, 40 powerful antioxidants, and key vitamins there to help fill the gaps in your diet. And I think that was the last slide. So this particular product makes up the triangle of life. So if you're looking for additional companion products that go beautifully with the SpectraMaxx, we've got the fucoidan, which is great for supporting the immune system. It's called Mother's Milk in China. And we covered that last week. If you haven't seen that talk, please go back and have a look. That's a 15-minute talk. And Eternity with resveratrol in there. Resveratrol in itself, you can punch that into Google or PubMed, and you'll see literally thousands of studies on that particular ingredient too. Plus, it's got other powerful antioxidants. So that's me. That's me for a wrap up, and I've gone 2 minutes over. So thanks for listening today. I hope that motivated you and inspired you, and I'll leave it there. Did you want to add anything quickly?
What a fantastic product. I was just going to say that I was hanging around with Tom Sr., who helped formulate this product. Him and his son formulated this product. And I was up at his mountain cabin with him one time. Me and my son were there. And I asked Tom, we're sitting on the porch one morning, and I said, if you could buy one product, if you could purchase one product, that's all the money you had to buy, what would you buy? And he said SpectraMaxx.
Yeah, fantastic. And I know you give it to your dog. I give it to my dog. And we've had outstanding results with dogs. You know, you've seen a dog's life turn around with the triangle of life. I mean, these products are just, potentially life changing for people. So that's right. So folks, here's the deal. We're not trying to sell you a product. We're not trying to smash it into your face and say, buy this, buy this, buy this. What we're trying to say is look at these fantastic products. Think about what Katie just talked about. If the product is as good as she just said, and I'll guarantee you that it is. It's better than what she said. If it's as good as what she said, who do you think would want this product? Everybody. Everybody that could benefit from this product. Like the formulator said, of all the 30 products that he formulated, of all the products that he formulated in his life, he said this was the most important one. Think about that. You could build a business on that one product. And you could generate an extra income of $1,000 a month, $2,000, $3,000. I mean, I can go on and on and on, but I don't want to scare you away. What I want to just say is this. We're going to close the call by just saying, get back to the person who got you to listen to this and tell them, hey, I want to find out more. That's all you have to do. That's as simple as it is. And once you've kind of satisfied your curiosity and you said, hey, I'd like to try that, there you go. Yeah. And we can help you get started. Katie, thanks for being here every Friday night. Folks, thanks for being with us. And we just enjoy the fact that you're here. Yeah, thanks for being on, everyone.
You bet. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.